Well, up at Government House, and I'm delighted to say I've got a great friend of mine, Julian Power, here. A man who's getting the BEM today. Well deserved, sir, well deserved. And it is for music, I trust. Have you got the musical tie and everything?
Well, I believe so. I'm waiting to hear the citation.
Oh, of course, yeah. How do you feel when you got that call or letter, wherever it is?
Well, it was very humbling, really. And because there are many musicians in the Isle of Man, excellent musicians in the Isle of Man, much better than me. And so it's really very humbling. And I think the governor had to ask me 2 or 3 times if I would accept it.
So you got the call?
There wasn't any doubt in my mind that I would accept it, but I couldn't believe it was really for me.
Was it a phone call you got? Is it?
Yes, it was a phone call when I was driving home from work.
You go, nah, it's not for me. Do you think someone's having you on?
No, I certainly did not think anybody was having me on. I recognised his voice.
Oh, I see. Because some people just think it's a bit of a hoax sometimes. But
no.
Anyway, the room is all set. What sort of people have you invited? Just friends and families, or musicians?
Friends and family, but a lot of my musician friends here tonight, especially because of my award, which I believe is for services to music in the Isle of Man.
We've got all these shots of you conducting, especially up at St Ninian's Church. I know you've had a great situation when you went off to America recently. Tell us about that.
Well, yes, the Isle of Man Choral Society was invited to perform the world premiere of a new work by Sir Carl Jenkins in the Carnegie Hall in New York. Well, unfortunately, not all my 150 choir could go, but we did take a big contingent, and we were the largest contingent, but they added other choirs from different parts of the world to us to perform this major work with Sir Carl Jenkins there and a professional orchestra from New York. And it was a wonderful, wonderful event. But now, of course, we're busy working for Verdi Requiem, which is coming to fruition on the 25th of March in the Villa Marina, and this is a spectacular work, probably the most spectacular choral work there is, with pounding drums and blazing trumpets and beautiful melodies. It's fantastic. See, that's what he's got. He's got his passion. He always, way back in the Operatic Society, early days when you conduct us and that sort of thing, you always made sure we knew our bits and you were, whatever the word is, just on the money to make sure we did the best performance ever. And I think that's the job of a conductor, isn't it? Well, I'm just about to conduct my 40th show in the Gaiety Theatre, chess. Yes. So looking forward to that in April. Oh, and so that's with the Manx Operatic Society, with whom I started here 40 years ago. Okay. Well, we'll leave this. We've seen some pictures of what's been going on, but we'll leave it with the citation so everyone can watch that and hear the words of what made you get this award. And congratulations again. Thank you, Paul.
Over the last 40 years, Julian Power has made a strong contribution to music in the Isle of Man as a teacher, choirmaster and accompanist. Julian's strongest contribution is his work for the Isle of Man Choral Society, taking on the role of Director of Music 10 years ago. Without his professionalism, drive and enthusiasm, the performance of many of the major classical choral works would be lost to the Manx community. Musicians, singers and young brass players alike have benefited from his time, support and inspirational skills. He has instilled in them dedication, commitment and the desire to achieve. For the length of service to the Manx community, he has been honoured with the award of the British Empire Medal in Her Majesty the Queen's New Year's Honours List 2018. Your Excellency, Mr. Julian Power.
Thank you. Julian, I'm going to put this on you. And now it's all a question of what the photographer wants us to do at this point. We have to do it, and we have to do it properly, but it has to be within cameras. David as well over there. Right. Okay, let me put that on. And we may have to repeat this. Okay, so shake hands, look at each other, look at the cameras.
Thank you all for coming. I believe, sir, you had to ask me more than once if I would accept the medal. It wasn't that I doubted that I would accept it, but I couldn't believe that it was coming to me, because many of the people here today are even more excellent musicians than I could aspire to be. And so it is a great privilege, really, to receive this award. and to receive it in front of all of you. Many of them sing for me in my Isle of Man Choral Society. Many of them play in the orchestra for Isle of Man Symphony Orchestra, and it's a great shame that Maurice Powell can't be with us today, but he's unfortunately not very well. It's such a joy to do this work, and as a hobby, which I've had it as a hobby for these 40 years. And I've just been invited to conduct my 40th show at the Gaiety Theatre, and so I'm conducting chess in April, with Catherine and Alex as the two leading principals, and so I'm looking forward to that. And after conducting Isle of Man Symphony Orchestra on Wednesday, I'm conducting the orchestra for chess on Thursday, before conducting the choir and orchestra on Sunday. So plenty to keep me busy and out of mischief. And so I really enjoy that. And organist of St Ninian's now for 40 years. And so I've done a few things in my time. But one of the greatest joys I have is accompanying at the Guild. And I took the first of my candidates this Saturday morning, and they came to me from the Manx Youth Band. And a number of them come up and they can barely play their pieces, most of them at this stage. It's still a month to go for the Guild. And so I worked with them and helped them with their phrasing and everything else. Anyway, one young lady came to me and she was playing a song, and she's quite a small girl, and she was playing quite a difficult piece. She's older than she looks. And it was exquisite. She had all the phrasing just perfectly, breathing in all the right places, a gentle long crescendo which she played exquisitely. So I said, don't play that again until I come back in 3 weeks' time, because you know you can over rehearse these things, and she'd really peaked too soon. That's rare. That's rare, but she was exquisite, and that's the joy of accompanying for the Guild. And it's hard work, because I have sometimes 60 and more to play for, all different pieces, but it's a great joy. And of course we've got Verdi Requiem coming up, and James, who's just come in, is the one who will beat the drum. So if you're able to come to that, so you'll see James pounding the drum, and many others here playing in the orchestra and singing in the choir. So thank you all very much for coming to join and share with me in this award, and especially of course those who prepared the papers to begin with.
You're not meant to know about that.
I'm told it's a real challenge, so thank you very much. Thank you.